This is LymeOnline's Francesca Evans bringing you the latest news, sport, weather and what's on this weekend in the Lyme Regis area. Volunteers from the RNLI shop in Lyme Regis are celebrating after the shop was named the most successful in the UK. The tiny shop at the lifeboat station on the historic Cobb saw sales beat every one of the charity's other 172 traditional outlets across the UK and Ireland in 2022. The retail branch at the RNLI headquarters in Poole was the only location to beat the Lyme Regis shop in sales. An incredible profit of £111,000 in Lyme Regis was recorded as the best ever total for a traditional RNLI outlet, beating the previous record set in 2013. Lifeboat volunteers announced the figures publicly at a meeting held at Lyme Regis Football Club on Thursday night, where they called for more volunteers to come forward to help with further fundraising efforts, including Lifeboat Week 2023. Lyme Regis poet Salima Hill has been awarded His Majesty's Gold Medal for Poetry 2022 from King Charles III. Salima is the first recipient of the Gold Medal to be presented in the King's name since His Majesty's accession to the throne last year. The Poetry Medal Committee, chaired by Poet Laureate Simon Armitage, recommended Salima on the basis of her body of work published since 1984 and what continues to be flourishing and strengthening creativity. The Gold Medal for Poetry was established by King George V in 1933 at the suggestion of then Poet Laureate John Mansfield. Salima follows in the footsteps of the first ever recipient, glass engraver and poet Sir Lawrence Whistler, who also lived in Lyme Regis. A man was arrested in Lyme Regis on Tuesday night after making threats towards staff at Tesco Express with a knife. Dorset Police received a report at 9:44 p.m. on Tuesday, January 17th, of a man in possession of a knife making threats towards staff in the Broad Street supermarket. Officers attended and the man was located outside the store. There were no reports of any injuries. The knife was recovered and the 26-year-old local man was arrested on suspicion of possessing a bladed article in a public place and a fray. Witnesses told LymeOnline that they saw several police cars and armed officers in Broad Street responding to the incident and a meat cleaver on the floor of the supermarket. A rare contemporary biography of Lyme Regis fossil hunter Mary Anning has been unearthed and published by the University of Bristol. The 4-page biography, held in the university's archives and thought to date from between 1837 and 1846, was written by fellow Lyme Regis resident George Roberts, who ran a private school opposite Anning's fossil shop. It was reportedly intended to be a book, but was altered into an obituary after Anning's death in 1847, but has never previously been published in full. It describes how the fossil hunter was struck by lightning as a baby and went on to become a lively and intelligent child, fossil hunting from the age of 10 and selling her first find, an ammonite, to a woman passing in the street for half a crown. The biography also details her other finds of scientific importance, including the first full ichthyosaur skeleton. You can now read the biography online on the University of Bristol's website. Lyme Regis Football Club supporters were shocked to hear this week that the Seasiders had lost 2 of their best players. Lyme manager Julian Simier has revealed that top scorer Joe Bond and Fred Parsons, one of the club's all-time greats, had both left the club. Centre-forward Bond, who has scored 236 goals in 13 seasons for the Seasiders, has been forced to retire due to injury at the age of 31, and Parsons, much in demand by other local clubs, has decided to play the rest of the season for Bridport in the South West Peninsula League. Bond has been struggling with a long-term groin injury and has been undergoing physiotherapy to get himself fit again. However, he's been forced to hang up his boots after being diagnosed with osteoarthritis and is likely to require surgery. A favourite with the Davy Fort crowd, Bond's goal tally puts him in the top 5 of Lyme marksmen, alongside the likes of Ellis Hall, Graham Percy-Vere and Stuart Rattenbury. Bond's best season was in 2015-16 when he netted 38 goals. His highlight was probably his hat-trick in the 4-1 Dorset Intermediate Cup final win over Allendale at Bridport in 2014. Parsons is another huge loss for the Seasiders. Rumours have been circulating for some time that he's been happy at Lyme, the club he has played for since leaving Piemore in 2016. He has already played a couple of times for the Bees this season and has decided to stay at St Mary's for the rest of the current campaign. Parsons has been hugely popular at the Davy Fort, scoring 71 goals, 17 of them last season, and is recognised as one of the most influential players to turn out in the amber and black, and has been in sparkling form this season. Lyme have also lost the services of Ricky Sargent, Sam Pollard-Jones and Tom Baston this season, but they are still keeping pace with the leaders in the Devon and Exeter Premier Division, where they sit in 3rd place going into tomorrow's home match against Kentisbeere. Due to the weather, there has been no game at the Davy Fort for nearly a month, and with heavy frosts all week, there is some doubt whether tomorrow's match will be played. Lyme reserves travel to Bampton in Division 3. Up Lyme firsts are away to Alphington seconds in Division 4 and will be anxious to get back to winning ways after a slump in their recent form. Congratulations to the Seaton Park Run, which has chalked up their 250th race since being formed in 2016. Since then, around 10,000 runners, many from the Lyme Regis area, have taken part in the weekly Saturday morning races along the seafront. Similar junior park runs for children are also held weekly in Lyme Regis and Axminster. Welsh stand-up Robin Morgan will headline Lyme Regis Comedy Club at the Marine Theatre tonight, with David Arnold and resident compere Tom Glover also on the bill. And the Nag's Head in Lyme Regis will host its weekly live music night on Saturday, kicking off at 9 p.m. After a week of icy conditions, weather warnings for the area have now lifted, but temperatures will only reach highs of about 7 degrees this weekend. Sunshine is forecast throughout the day today, with sunny intervals on Saturday and more cloud coverage on Sunday, but no rain forecast. Thanks for watching LymeOnline's video news bulletins. You can stay up to date with the latest local news throughout the week via our website. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, or sign up to our free weekly newsletter to ensure you never miss a thing. And don't miss this year's first printed issue of the LymeOnline newspaper, out today and available to pick up for free in many local outlets.